Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope that everybody's doing really good for the new year, and you're gonna make all of your dreams come true for this brand new year that's upon us, 2021. I know that putting aside 2020 and all the things that have happened is pretty tough, but this is another opportunity for us to go forward and have set the tone for a great life ahead of us. So today is day 7 of 182, and I'm real happy with my results so far. And of course, this is a journal diary of my weight loss and intermittent fasting journey. As always, with anything that I do with these videos, please see our disclaimer if you decide to choose 0% to 100%. As far as take it as personal advice, but I'm simply sharing, this is simply a chronicle, and I'm sharing my journey with you. And okay, so if you recall, we are in 2021, yay. And we started at day 0 at 239.8, and now at day 7 we're at 232.2. So we can safely say 7 pounds in a week. And I'm actually feeling it all the way in the back. I'm actually feeling it on the back of my legs, and I do feel it on my back. My shirts feel different. I don't know if it's my mind, but they do feel different, and they feel a little looser. Usually I used to tug away at as men, we have a habit of always playing with the belly section of our t-shirts. And I noticed in the last couple of days I haven't been doing that, so it's probably because I feel tighter around my belly. So it's all good. So if I can keep this up by the time we get to 182 days, then maybe I will be down to under 200 pounds. Because I do know that there's going to be a plateauing effect. And we talked about it. I will drop probably 7 to 10 pounds in the first week or 2, and then it will be a slow burn. In this update, I wanted to talk a little bit about the importance of switching your diet to more from sugars and carbs. For me, I'm more focused on eating whatever I want now, but it's very high in protein, and particularly high in fiber. And one of my favorite go-tos as far as being able to battle the belly and the belly fat is beans. Notably black beans. That's my favorite. And I put together a small little video insert, and I'm gonna maybe just show it real quick while I'm talking. And it's my favorite recipe for black beans and rice. Now, in the United States, they don't really mess too much with the black beans. Most people in the Southwest, they like pinto beans, and they put a lot of ham in it for flavor, and that's fine. But I like to put a lot of spices. I like to put thyme. I also like to put a lot of onions. I like when I'm cooking my beans, I actually put like almost a whole red onion in there, along with a whole section of garlic for spicing. And you can put a lot of black pepper and cayenne pepper to spice it up a little bit. And so if I'm using 16 ounces of black beans, which I soak for about 4 hours, the reason I soak it is because they say that there's a toxin which is common in beans, but once you boil it, you pretty much boil away a lot of the toxin. And also, when you soak it, it also makes it easier for your body to digest the beans, and it also burns off the whatever little toxin there is. Ideally, I boil my black beans by itself for 45 minutes before adding any other stuff, just to make sure I boil that off. And when I'm soaking it, I soak my black beans for about 4 hours, and I remove the water that was in the residual soaking water, and then add new water, then boil for 45 minutes, and that should tackle anything as far as issue. And by soaking, like I mentioned, it makes it more digestible. I find like I get less gas if I soak my beans, but that's just personally for me. Really don't have too many issues with the gas with the beans. As long as I soak it for a few hours, it cooks faster and it's more digestible. But the main thing that I wanted to mention with black beans is that it's super high in protein and super high in dietary fiber. And when you switch, I found that when I switch my diet from one that's concentrated with sugars or carbs that cause my blood sugar to spike, and I get drowsy. I go flip-flopping between drowsy and alertness, and I switch that to protein and dietary fiber. I'm actually able to control my weight more, and then I have a steady source of energy and a steady source of food that I can digest throughout the day, instead of constantly playing this game with back and forth with sugar, always wanting a peak and then coming down, and then always wanting to eat more, and it keeps at it to try and keep your energy level going. And in my personal opinion, because of the high level of sugar and the swings, is probably one of the main reasons why so many people have issues with their weight. And by switching from high sugar, carb, to more fiber, I think that anyone who's following these videos is going to have a significant advantage as far as trying to burn the area around here, because I'm just simply taking notes on my own personal body, my own body reacting to eating. Mostly what I'm going to be doing for the next few weeks is eating lean baked chicken and replacing any rice with black beans, and it has just 1 cup. For 16 ounces of beans, I just put 1 cup of rice in there, just to kind of have a little bit of a balance of a slight amount of carbs to fiber. But I'll be having this with that, plus a cruciferous vegetable, and my favorite is broccoli. Simply because I feel so amazing every time I have broccoli. It's just one of my favorite vegetables to have, steamed. So if we just take a quick look at that nutritional label on the back of the black beans bag, which I'm presenting here. I just cooked a fresh batch of black beans and rice, 16 ounces of black beans pre-soaked for 4 hours, boiled for 45 minutes to an hour, and I added a whole bunch of stuff to give it flavor. And then you can bake chicken, just bake it with some spices, and that will be a source of protein on top of the black beans and rice, which will be more protein and dietary fiber. The only carbs that you're going to be getting is from the small amount of rice that's in that recipe, as well as the whatever plant-based carbs that are in the beans. And the beans are packed with a lot of antioxidants, a lot of vitamins. A lot of people, a lot of nutritionists, they look to beans as nature's vitamins, because they're packed with a lot of different types of vitamins, vitamin C, chromium, quercetin, a lot of real good anti-inflammatory agents that are really good for your body and that get digested deep in your gut. And as most people know that most of their immune system is in their gut. So we're finding out a lot more about how our immune system works and how the link between food and our immunity, and especially in this age now that we're in, I am actually going to be switching more to foods that are that have high anti-inflammatory compounds. And one of my favorite is definitely the broccoli, because it's just one of the most underrated superfoods out there, in my opinion. If you can tolerate it, and you don't have any allergies to it or anything, broccoli, definitely. And so the theme of this video was eat more black beans, eat more legumes, and consume a lot more cruciferous vegetables. Throw out the concentrated pastas, throw out any of your white flour agents, and I was never a big fan of pasta because a lot of those sauces made my stomach curds. Anyway, I hope this really helps you. This is a major paradigm shift, in my opinion. I remember a few years ago, it was quite by accident I discovered the power of black beans that has been fortified with a lot of onions and a lot of garlic, and somehow the combination of those two in my system caused me to burn a lot more belly fat. And I also followed up that with a lot of walking, and that caused me to burn fat really fast, almost effortlessly. So if you are able to switch from a diet that's sugar-based, carb-based, to more of protein and heavy dietary fiber, and then you just add some light exercise, I think that it's going to be a major shift in anything that you do. And I'm hoping that these videos will be able to help people who are struggling. Even if it's just a few pounds of belly fat, they're now saying that belly fat is one of the most, I would say, the most, not dangerous, but the type of fat that most people should attack as much as possible. A few years ago, about 10 years ago, my personal physician recommended weight loss at least 20 pounds because they are now correlating obesity to fatty liver disease, and fatty liver is a major issue. So I hope this helps, and going forward, I'm hoping to get better results. If I can stay on track with 7 pounds a week, but I do know that there's going to be a plateau effect, and that's okay. But as we go forward, I'm just hoping that we can achieve great results. And I usually flash my disclaimer 2 or 3 times in these videos, so please read it. Check with your own licensed dietitian, your own physician, and I hope that you can achieve the same results that I'm achieving. And I did post a couple of videos in the previous ones about doing some light jump roping and doing some stair climbing. And if you're not able to do any walking because of the issue that we're facing in the world today, and you feel safer just in your own apartment complex, all you need is a jump rope. And my favorite is the Buddy Lee jump ropes, which I use almost every day because it gives you a really good workout. Jump roping is, to me, one of the most all-around exercises you can do because it's a full body cardiovascular workout. You actually work your upper body, you work the muscles in your lower back going all the way down into your butt. It works really good on your legs. Of course, if you have issues with knee problems or any kind of back problems that might prohibit you from doing jump roping, because it is high impact, then of course check with your doctor before starting. But I personally like jump roping, and if you can do some mild stair climbing, that will raise your cardiovascular rate, keep your heart rate up, you burn some fat, and go into that advanced, with the fasting, combined with the fasting, you can actually go into that advanced fat burning state. So I hope this helps you. Happy New Year to all of my subscribers. I hope that you're all doing well wherever you are. I wish you many blessings, and I wish you that you be granted all of your goals and all of your dreams this year, 2021 and beyond. And let's get fitter together, and let's start feeling better overall. Thank you.